Hello everyone, this is our last EdTEchMeeting 2019. The purpose of this last meeting is to share our experiences using tech tools, the tools that we share and we presented during the lessons along the year. In this case, I want to show you how I use Flipgrid. This is a wonderful app and I use it a lot, and my students enjoy using and recording their videos. The function that I want to show you is the grid polls. With this function, you can connect with teachers who are using Flipgrid around the world, and by clicking on the name of the teacher, you can read the profile and decide if you want to share with that teacher a project. So the only thing you have to do is to click on send an invitation, and the teacher will receive an email from you. If the teacher accepts, he or she immediately will contact you by email, and you will start working on the project. So my students and I are involved in 3 projects. Let me show you. The school project, I received an invitation from 2 teachers from Russia and Ukraine. The project was very simple to practice English. So the first topic is school lunch. My students recorded their videos speaking in English and talking about their lunch at school or at home. And the Russian students recorded their videos also in English, talking about their school lunch. And both students not only practiced the language, but also learned about the culture, the different cultures. The other project we are involved is this one, Intercambio. I received an email from an English teacher who teaches Spanish in the United States. And the first topic is Introducciones. The idea is to record videos in English and in Spanish. So my students recorded their introductions in English, and the American students answered them in English, and the other way around. The American students recording their videos in Spanish, and my students answered them in Spanish. In that way, both students practice both languages, and it was really interesting. And you see that there were 161, let me check how many videos were recorded. Yes, 161 videos. There were a lot of views, and there were a lot of hours of engagement, and that was really, really cool. The other project I want to share with you today, it's related to the global goals. I started working with the global goals 2 months ago. First, I introduced my students into this important issue by exploring the website globalgoals.org, in which they found relevant information about the global goals, their missions, and how or the possible solutions to achieve these goals by 2030. After learning about this, the global goals in general, I asked them to choose one goal to work with, and I created this hyperdoc, my global goal research. And as a first task, they have to explore a website that I inserted with a link, And of course, they were free to explore different websites and sites related to the global goal they have chosen. And then with the information, they had to build a mind map. I suggested using MindMeister, but there were groups who used Go Conquer, that it's another wonderful tool to make mind maps. Then, with the information they found, they had to write a summary, and following, they have to illustrate their summary, creating or making an infographic by using Canva. Finally, there was a discussion stage in which they, as a group, they have to think how they will help achieve the goal, what actions they will take, and what role they will take. It could be an innovator, an inventor, or a campaigner. And of course, I provided them some examples of what they could do by playing the different roles. And the results were one of the groups took the role of campaigners, and they created an Instagram account called Clean Energy. They posted pictures related to energy, and they are also planning to upload videos explaining the importance of this goal. Another interesting idea was related to the innovator role. A group of students decided to raise awareness about sustainable resources by making a tutorial and teaching some students, or teaching teenagers how to create an ecological city by using Minecraft. So that was a very creative idea, and they were very encouraged. They were very engaged in doing that project. So these were my projects, the ones that I wanted to share with you today, showing you how I use Flipgrid and different apps in my classes. And now we are going to watch a video that Sandra prepared to show us how she uses VoiceThread.
Well, after having discussed all the top concepts about blended learning and how to use technology in the classroom, that is, what are the positive aspects of using technology in the classroom, we are going to start working with one of the applications that you can find very useful in order to teach English in the foreign language class. The first application that we're going to see is VoiceThread. VoiceThread is a very useful tool because it has many options as to work with students. VoiceThread is an interactive tool that can be used to share works in the form of slideshow. It can be published online, and it can hold images, documents, videos, and offers comment in 5 different ways. Text, for example, voice with a microphone, an audio file, and video. That is, you post a picture in the application, and students can use these different opportunities to make comments on it by adding information. For example, if you post a picture of a famous painting, they can express their feelings, their emotions, or describe the picture by using those different tools. VoiceThread can be used with different kind of students, that is, different group ages or different levels of English. It is very useful and it has many advantages, and of course disadvantages that I'm going to mention in a minute. As you can see, it is very easy. Well, you will see that it is very easy to see. I'm going to show you a tutorial video how to work with it, and you will see that it can be that you will be able to prepare your activities and design different tasks with them. Well, the advantages of VoiceThread. The main advantage is that it is free, and of course, as many students will work in the same activity or task that you prepare, it will foster collaboration and group work. This is because in order to perform the task, students have to listen or read or watch the videos that previous students have posted in order to add more information to to the activity. That's why they will have to pay attention to what their companions have done. As I said before, students have to listen, read, write, or watch, and speak, of course. This tool helps students develop their linguistic skills. And another advantage of this kind of application is that you can work with the tasks that you prepared at home and at school. If you decide to give the students homework, they can open their application at home with using a laptop or a smartphone, and at school it's the same. It can be used with different age groups, as I said before, and it does not matter the level of English that they have. Even young children who cannot write can use VoiceThread if you help them in order to record their voices and post their audios to work on the specific activity. Another advantage is that it can be embedded into other links, so you can prepare the tasks and later on post it on Facebook, for example. The disadvantages of VoiceThread, well, the main disadvantage is that you need internet connection, and of course in places where connection is slow or there is no internet, it won't be possible to work with it. Another disadvantage is that students need to create their own account, and that is but you have to take into account that students will need to provide some information, and you have to be careful about that, what kind of information they will have to provide. There are another disadvantage is that multiple users cannot have access at the same time, so they have to work one by one, and well, they will later on work on the tasks by having like turns. The quality of the tool depends on the browser. That is, you may have different browsers and the audios or the videos will change. That is their quality depending on the browser that they will use. As you can see, VoiceThread is a very useful tool because students will use them by developing their different skills. And now I will show you a video tutorial to start working on it and later on design your lessons.